Okay, hey guys, what's going on? I'm Megan. This is Gianna. You already know that. Suck my balls. Okay. So anyway, we actually already recorded about a couple minutes of video a little bit ago, but my phone blows and it cut off on us. So here we are recording. This is our winner, our second winner to the contest, Jessica Mendez. Jessica, say hi to everybody.
Hello, YouTube.
So we're not going to repeat the question, but the first question that Jessica had for us was, is it possible that maybe, we know that from Ezra's backstory that he's from New York and that Vesper College or whatever, that's my sister.
Oh, okay.
That Vesper, is that what it's called, Jessica? Vesper?
Yeah, I think it's called Vesper. I might have said it wrong, but he said the college was too close to home. And then if you research the college's name, it's in New York.
Okay, so the college that he was supposed to go to was too close to home, and it's in New York. So we know that his family is somewhere from the vicinity of New York, whatever. And we know that Shauna is from New York. Along with, she's been in Hilton Head, North Carolina, or not Hilton Head, I'm sorry, South Carolina. So could Ezra and Shauna have any kind of connection? Me and Gianna answered, like, we wouldn't put it past the writers. We think Shauna was just a fill-in person, and now she has this big storyline. Hi. Hello. How are you?
Hi.
We think that now she has, like, this big, part of the story, and for no reason at all. So, to be quite honest, we wouldn't put it past the writers. Can they have a connection? Absolutely. Okay, Jessica, go ahead with your second question.
Okay, just a thought, really, but I'm wondering what you guys think about this. So we know from what Allie told Spencer, and in no way am I denying she was with Ian, because I believe that was there too. I think that she, maybe Ezra was so obsessed with her, and she decided that she wanted to be with Ian or whatever, right? I don't think that part of the story was a lie. But she told Spencer that the person that she liked was with somebody else. And I know that pertained to Ian and Melissa, but is it possible that maybe before everything went down with Allie and Ezra, maybe she was talking about Ezra being with Jackie? Because we don't know why the relationship ended, and we know that Jackie's kind of psycho. And possibly that's why maybe Jackie left Ezra, or maybe she had some part in what happened to Allie.
And didn't Jackie say something?
Finding her.
Didn't Jackie say something along the lines of, I know how to deal with little girls like you, or some shit like that?
Yeah. Right. And so what if it's possible that, I'm not saying that Ezra isn't bad, but what if she has something to do with Allie, and that's why Ezra's so obsessed with finding her?
Holy fuck. Oh my god, mind fuck right now. That's, oh my god. You needed to prepare us for these questions. What the hell, Jessica?
Yeah, really, Jessica. What the fuck?
Jessica Mendez?
Yeah. It is!
I know her from you, too.
That's Megan's sister. She says hello.
She says hello.
Hi!
But, yeah, oh my god, answer that one. That one's tough.
That is tough.
That Jackie has something to
We
do with
definitely think, we agree 100% that Ezra...
Let's get Sarah involved in this, because she's good with this shit, too.
Well, one of my ideas
Well,
is
we think
1807
that...
Lizard and
We think Ezra is definitely part of,
14 for
had something to do with Allie. Definitely. Now, I honestly, we said this in our last video, I don't think Ezra's part of the A-team. I think he's trying to find Allison, but I don't think he's part of the A-team. I think that...
Right, I agree. Yeah. I agree completely. I don't think he's part of the A-team either.
Yeah, that layer that they were in was way too different from all the A layers we've ever seen before. It was just too different. It was more like of an investigation room. It looked kind of like he was almost like an undercover cop, almost, to me.
Or like a shrine, even.
Yeah, or exactly. Like he was like worshipping or something like that. Like he needed to find Allie. I think that you're onto something there. Absolutely, Jackie could have had more to do with Allie's disappearance than maybe we know. I don't know. Oh, Jessica.
Why do you always mind fuck us, Jessica? You always do this to us. She always has good questions that totally, blow our minds.
Thank you, but they blow my mind, too, forever first before I asked you. So Keep in mind, I'm in the same hole you are.
I think that it's a very good possibility, considering that, you know, Jackie was...
Make Jackie go away.
Yeah, like, maybe that was Ezra that sent Arya that doll. Who the hell knows? Like, you remember the doll?
Right.
Make Jackie go away, yeah. That was the doll.
Mm-hmm. I didn't say anything.
All that would do, really, was save Arya's relationship, and we know that A doesn't help.
Well, here's the thing. We said this in our last video. I don't know if you got a chance to check it out yet, but is it possible that the A-Team is not really... my sister actually was talking to me about this. Is it possible that the A-Team is not actually...
Bad,
but maybe they are not trying... I mean, bad, but not trying to really...
This is what I think. I think I know what you're going to say, and this is kind of what I've been thinking. The same way that Melissa, I think, and Jenna aren't bad, but they're trying to actually figure out if Allison's really alive. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
that's what I think the 18 kind of stems from. Like, I know Mona was A because she was actually bad. She was going psycho. But even then, well, I'll bring that up later. Anyways, the point is, though, is I think maybe they're just trying to figure out whether or not Allison's really alive.
Yeah, like, almost like the... Yeah, almost like the A-Team is not intentionally trying to really hurt the girls, but trying to put them into situations where Allison has to come to the rescue, and they're trying to lure Allison out. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And they know that the best way to get to Allison is through the girls.
Right. That leads into my next question.
Okay.
Okay, so if we think back to how Mona became A, right, the story goes that Maya had Allison's stuff on the curb, and Mona picked up her diaries, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but that didn't happen until the first episode of the show, which is the pilot episode, which would mean that Mona would have how much time, really, to pick up the diaries and then start being A the same exact day. And even so, from the diary, she couldn't have known about Arya and Ezra, which means she had to have known before. Somehow, she had already been stalking, and Arya had just gotten back. And also, at the point in time that Mona supposedly became A, her and Hannah weren't in any distress. Hannah wasn't talking to the other girls yet.
Yeah.
They only started talking because of A.
Exactly.
And because of Allison's funeral.
Right.
So
right.
what was really her motive? If her motive was supposedly because she wanted to get back to them for taking Hannah away, Hannah wasn't even taken away yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know
how
what?
does that fit?
You know what else we caught on to? If you look, when Allie's writing in her diary, in the Halloween episode, you know, when she's sitting on her bed writing in her diary?
Right.
That stick of gum, that gum wrapper, is in her diary also. Which means that was not Mona's gum. Like, you know what I mean?
She
Like,
happened to be chewing it, or maybe because of her obsession with the whole problem with Allison, maybe she decided to chew it.
yeah, like something like that thing of that wrapper, that gum wrapper was in there when Allie was writing in her diary, not from Mona. So I don't think Mona ever had her hands on that diary. I really don't. I don't believe that she did. I don't think that
Well, see, and then also with Mona's whole thing, she had them like scanned onto her iPad or whatever. You know, remember when she showed Spencer and Radley?
Yeah.
But really, like, if you think about it, she had to have, that means that she was A before the show started. You see what I'm saying? Because Maya only had so much time to move her stuff out, for us to see the stuff out on the curb, and then Mona had to start being A that day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
That
Like,
makes no sense.
yeah, like this is something that had to have been planned out before, not just like spur of the moment. Oh, you know what? I found this stuff. I'm going to torture these girls. Like, yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
Right.
And that's
and the
what
thing
makes...
is that if you think about it, even if it was like the summer before, Hannah still wasn't talking to them. They hadn't talked since Allison's disappearance. They weren't friends anymore. Arya left, and they went their own ways. I mean, they were like super awkward. Remember, Hannah saw Spencer in the mall. That was awkward.
Yeah.
They were in class, and Emily and them didn't even like smile at each other. Like, it wasn't like Hannah was in any danger of not being Mona's friend anymore.
Exactly.
The only person she had was Mona.
If anything, A brought the girls closer together, obviously. You know what I mean? So,
right. Like, A brought them back together. And that's another thing. Like, how do they plan on going back and answering all these questions? When they keep on... You know, when they keep on giving us new questions that have no answers without answering the older ones. And that's a very good point right there. is that,
Most definitely.
yeah, her motive for them taking Hannah away, and she was obviously still best friends with Hannah at that point, so.
Right. And it hadn't even happened until A started. And even then, it wasn't even happening quite yet. I mean, Hannah was still hanging out with them, but her and Mona were still very cool. It didn't start happening that she was separating to, like, the whole Noel thing around that time.
Yeah, and if it hadn't...
so far into the problems with A that makes no sense.
If it hadn't been for A, they would have continued to be best friends, and the girls, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's kind of like she, like...
Well, that's the thing. It's not even technically screwing herself. That she just didn't have an excuse for why she did what she did.
Exactly.
She either did it for a different reason or...
And that would be okay if that's what she said, but it isn't what she said. So we're like, what? Mm-hmm. And see, already she told Spencer, right, we know that Lucas was a little bit a part of it, maybe not permanently. Obviously, Toby was in on it a little bit. But she said to Spencer, literally, the 18. So how do we know that if something wasn't already started before that Chris gave on to the idea to continue with it?
Yeah. No, I get exactly what you're saying.
Huh?
No.
No,
we're recording a video.
Contest winner, and we're recording a video with the questions that she has.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Next question, Jessica.
Thank you. Ready for another one?
Yep.
Okay. This is like a mini question. You probably have no idea because I don't, but I'm just wondering. Okay, in Kingdom of the Blind, there's a scene where Spencer walks into the house, to her house, the Hastings house, and Melissa doesn't see her yet, but Melissa's scooping up ashes out of the fireplace.
Yeah.
What do you think Melissa burnt? Because, like, at that time, that's when Garrett was telling Spencer, right, the medical records will prove it.
Well,
whatever,
wasn't that...
Blah, blah, blah. Like, whose medical records? Melissa's? Was it Allison's?
Wasn't that like an episode... Wasn't that like an episode after A was burning shit in the fireplace?
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like the next episode. I don't know. I think that they honestly... I think sometimes we look too far into things because they make everybody look so suspicious of something. She could have been freaking just scooping up ashes because she burnt a log. Yeah.
The thing is that she picked them up and threw them away, and there was so much more. She was like, why would you do that for no reason? I mean, I know Melissa's kind of weirdo anyway, but still.
She is a fucking weirdo.
Just a question. You don't have to answer that. I don't even know. Like, it's not like we're going to find out now.
I mean, that is a good question because it's yet another unanswered one.
Like... Oh, you know what? Okay. So, in Pennsylvania, our licenses, okay, they expire one day after our birthday.
Yeah.
Vivian Darkbloom's birthday is 1/11 of, I don't know what year, but it's 1/11. So it's January 11th.
So her birthday would be January 10th.
No, her birthday is January 11th because her license expires on January 12th.
Oh, okay.
Just a little tidbit information there for
That's
you.
really cool. I have something I was going to tell you. I don't know. You're going to have to look at the show because I don't know if it's exactly correct. But according to something I saw on Tumblr, the guy that we're trying to figure out if he's really, like, technically, for real, Maya's cousin, you know, the guy that knew Emily's name?
Yeah.
Nate St. Germain.
The address of the workshop that Toby works at has a name under it, the same address, for a witness that Spencer's mom was going to go and question to discount that Garrett was guilty.
How the
fuck did you pull that shit? What the?
Yeah, his name is Chris. Oh my God,
Chris
I can't think of his
Kavanaugh.
last name right now. I don't even have it written down.
Chris Kavanaugh.
I was like, wow, how weird.
You're
why
Jessica.
she questioned him.
Jessica. Chris Kavanaugh.
What?
His
No, it's not Kavanaugh.
That was his name in the credits.
I think it was.
That was his name in the credits. His name was Chris Kavanaugh in the credits. We saw that. We were like, what? Kavanaugh? What the hell kind of last name is that? We were like, what the fuck? But yeah, that was his name in the credits, was Chris Kavanaugh. In that episode, if you go on to like, whatever the fuck it's called, IBMD,
Yeah.
IBD, whatever the fuck it's called.
IMDb.
Yeah, there you go. If you go on to there and you go to that episode that he was in, his name is Chris Kavanaugh.